Mira, ¿cómo apuntáis con esto? Dale, desde la cadera tirando. Desde la cadera.
Madre mía, loco, madre mía, muero en directo. ¿Qué pasa esto?
Se echó el polvo. No tiene equipamiento militar. Mira, vamos a atacar la moneda cero.
Tiene para 20 o 25 balas.
Uy, esta sí tiene, esta pesada.
Es automática. Tienes que meter un botón.
Oh, mira, se cae perfectamente. ¡Muere! Se cae a pedazos.
Se echan a perder.
Se cae a pedazos.
A ver. No me pasa lo mismo.
¿Cómo está tan ordenado? Sí. Ahora, ¿quién es? ¡No! ¿Quién tiene el poder? Con las manos, te rompa toda es mucha tecnología para mí. Me supera esto. La Play 0.
La Play 6 es mi consola.
La Play 0.
Mi consola portátil.
Déjalo meter en la mochila, yo hago eso con las cartas. Aquí la vamos,
Sacado qué?
¡Muere! ¡Ah! Se me acaban las balas aquí. Te llegan dos payasos.
Jugamos acá en el parque. En la casa.
Y mi gata. Ahora
Tengo de todo por todos lados, man.
Mira, donde encuentra niños muertos, feliz. ¿Yo no por aquí? Dale like.
Ya lo vi.
Es la bala de Franco, es la larga.
No, pero que este mueve.
Ah, el juego. Ah, yo pensé la bala. Ahora le disparé a la mina de ingeniar.
Ya. Toda la casa.
Oh, no tengo nada. Buena. Oye, ¿qué onda? Ah, pero
No me gustan los teclados mecánicos, me gustan los de membrana. Hola. Tú estás acostumbrado, pero a mí me gustan los de membrana.
Mete caleta de bulla. Creo que
What?
¿Cómo la hace la noche, papá?
No se encontraron resultados. Ah, malo en YouTube.
Por el directo, por el directo.
Calmado, te estoy devolviendo la música.
Pues si la música es la música es de
Cortado inmediatamente.
A eso.
No, era falsísimo.
¿Dónde está? ¿Cuál es el directo?
Ah, que nadie me yo.
¿Por qué tu clip no funciona así? Ah, se
Intentémosle
se
que
me hace raro mirar
nosotros-
para arriba así. ¿Eso? Pégale, 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 pégale tú. ¿Y ese es tu micro? Yo pensé que era el de
Yo muero y muero callado.
Yo quiero ver el video cuando muere.
No, 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 no. Espera, ¿alguien va a super? ¿Qué diga super? Espera, estoy esperando los reines. Mira, ahí está.
Hay un mensaje, Humberto, una invitación de mi
Me estoy concentrando.
¿Y ese? Amigos, ¿qué tenías
No, me estoy justo, ¿qué?
¿No te diste cuenta?
No, yo soy de ley. Yo soy de ley.
No,
No, me preocupo. Con Agnes siempre aparte igual.
por eso. ¡Qué miedo! ¡Una vista! Como mamá. De hecho, está como así tu piso, como si la silla se va sola. ¿A quién le sirvo? No sé, el barco. Llenito. No se lo sirvió.
Lucas dice, ahí está.
Ahí puso el video. ¿Cuánto? Ahora lo pega, le doy la...
Welcome back to another update show. It's Friday and it's 5:18 is the update show we're going to be bringing you today. It's called Hera's Odyssey, Change and Choices. Joining me on this show, we're going to have some guests in a minute, but first of all, this is what we've got to look forward to. It's balance and bug fixes as always, some cool skins, community and esports news, and maybe, just maybe, I'll let you take a little look at Hera. No, I won't. I'm not going to do that. Let's have a look at the skins that we're going to see this week. First of all, it's going to be Battle Worn Achilles. He really is battle tested in that one. Ooh, look at that wound on his chest. I just saw that on the art. It looks nice and interesting there. We'll get a closer look at him a little bit later on too, but that armor definitely ready to defend as part of the 300 for that one. Mystic Enchantress Noir is next up. The vials will circle her. And this skin will also be available for us to look at a little bit later on today. Following that, we've got Headless Norseman Loki, which we talked about earlier on. Slightly spooky. The head may make you giggle for a second until it knifes you in the back and causes you a lot of problems there too. With his lovely rapiers as well. Or maybe just short daggers, who knows? We'll find out later. And following that, we also have Pixel Lancer Scardy. My goodness me, that Doge. He's a good boy. We'll take a look at him later on, see how he performs on the battlegrounds. Not just that, though. We've still got two more skins to show you. Oni Chernabog, or Oni Chernabog. I don't know how you say it, but I'll keep trying until I get it right. The mask and the hell is here to play today. Ooh, those tusks. Fancy. Next up, last but not least this week, we're going to have Revenge Tech Nemesis. I love the look of this skin. It's looking beautiful. That sword is amazing. And some of the designs of it, pretty damn slick. We'll get a look at all these skins in more detail later on, like the abilities and the voice packs too. But for now, it's time to join the rest of my guests on the set. Today, it's going to be AJ and Isaiah joining me to start things off today. Guys, how you doing?
Doing pretty good. How about you, Handyman?
I'm not doing too bad, actually.
You're not going to introduce Achilles as well, joining me on the show? Yeah, he's beautiful.
He is.
He's so cuddly.
Yeah.
First name Achilles, last name Revenant.
Yeah, body pillows.
Yeah, so this is a beautiful piece of art. Shout outs to Nyanase, the artist of fan arts in Smite. You saw her on the fan art showcase before show started. Sent this to the company, and we love it. It's going to be a prop that we're going to keep in the design cubicles for quite a while.
Do you not think you're cheating on Amateur Rossi by using that?
You know, I've got her. She's still here.
Okay.
I'm just covered in Smite gods.
It would not be an update show without the
somebody else.
And we'll have Achilles here in the design booth. Anytime anyone says mean things about us on Reddit or Twitter, we can always have Achilles to cuddle with.
So the reason we're bringing these guys on to start the day off is going to be to do with a little bit about Project Olympus this week and some of the updates there too. First thing I guess we should talk about is the loadout system. And guys, the fans are going to get what they wished for.
Yeah, this is a big one. So ever since we added the random feature, so you can randomize all of the cool things you collect in Smite, you never know which one you'll get in a match. People like to be able to filter out some of the ones they don't like as much, you know?
Yeah, like my voice pack.
Right. So now you don't have to hear Hindu Man anymore if you don't want to.
Exactly.
Someone actually tweeted at me the other day, and I'm like, cool, because I don't like hearing my own voice in the game either. It's
So,
a bit weird.
yeah.
It's a bit odd. I'm not that sort of person.
This one was this is a difficult one to implement. It's a lot of UI work. We had to, have ways for you to check and uncheck all these different items in a more complex pool and then randomize through it. So it took us a little while, but we made it
Right.
there and we're really happy to ship it. We know
Super
people have been
exciting.
asking.
Big community ask, and we're happy to finally get in the game.
So basically, what it'll be is that you guys can then filter out what voice packs and what announcer packs and things you want.
Right, so what you'll see is you'll bring up your loadout. You can normally just check whichever you want. If you check the random button, you'll be able to see which ones are considered favorited or not.
Cool.
And only the ones you favorited will be part of the random.
Gotcha.
Everything else will never show
So you
up.
can leave it on random, but take away the German one, for example, if you don't speak German.
Sure. Although I think
shout
that
out
one's
to
pretty fun,
Toadsburg.
even if you don't.
That German announcer pack is so good.
It's pretty interesting, but I'm still very confused when he's shouting at me the whole time, but that's German in general. They always just shout. That's what it feels like to me anyway. That's part of the random loadouts anyway. But next up, console Q-Pop redesign. What does this mean?
So this is part of our ongoing UI updates. You know, we've been making a lot of these to console specifically, but some that work on PC as well. This is a new Q-Pop. So when you are waiting for your match, when your match is ready, that menu that comes up will look different now, and you'll need to move over to accept or decline, so you don't accidentally
misclick
press
anymore.
anything. Correct.
Yeah.
So
we
there's
had
two
a lot
button
of
confirmation.
people that were in a party and somebody accidentally presses B or circle and then declines the queue for everybody, and you got to get back in.
Aren't they just stupid people then? If
No,
that's-
this can happen to anyone. This can happen to anyone.
Oh, okay.
right?
So I just thought we're helping out the
But
stupid
it's
people.
going to look nicer too, which is great. So we're happy to be constantly updating our Smite UI and the experience at all parts of the game.
Well, the last thing in the actual talk about Project Olympus is actually going to be about the God Selection UI for console as well. A bit of an update coming through here as well, Isaiah, in terms of like selection process.
Yeah, that's right. We got a screenshot for you guys, just making it a little bit more cleaner, making things easier to see on that God Select UI, and it also kind of matches what we've done on the home screen recently for console.
Yeah.
So trying to bring everything in line, and this is a part of our ongoing UI updates that we're trying to implement.
More thematically cohesive and easier to see things. So it's more of an art change, whereas the Q-Pop has some functionality. You see a lot of the same functionality here, but you see updated art.
Okay, cool. Well, that's going to be great for the console players out there as well. And more bug fixes. Fixing the issue where lobby chat or roll calling would sometimes not work in the God Select lobby. There you go. That's
Right.
That's for console.
There's a
obviously.
lot of bug fixes in this patch. As always, we're not going to go over them all now, but this is
Why?
just a big one.
Why?
Because it takes a
You're
long
too busy
time.
hugging pillows,
It
AJ.
takes a long time. Yeah, I know I talked about Achilles for a minute, but there was a lot of bugs. I can't
Sure.
go through all of them, so we fixed a lot of them. We fixed some other really good ones. Check that out. Commendation points getting increased and some more things like that. But this one was really causing some difficulties for some people, so we're putting in an attempted fix. Of course, there might be some issues still with lobby chat. Please, if you see any more after the patch, you know, talk with us on Twitter. Try to be
Definitely.
specific and help me and Isaiah get to the root of the problem. This one was largely, again, community influence to really help us get to, because it was hard to reproduce and pinpoint, actually.
Right.
It had to we had to do a lot of discussing with people on Twitter to kind of learn when it was occurring and why only certain people were getting it.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, moving on then, we're going to move on towards community and esports related things as well. And a couple of little updates for you. As you saw at the start of the show, we showed off a lot of artwork that you guys have been sending in. And Isaiah, coming to you about this. Obviously, we've got a cosplay contest going on, but first of all, Odyssey Celebration, I guess, is
That's
the first one we
right.
should talk
So yeah,
about.
this weekend we are starting a big celebration for the newest event in Smite Harris Odyssey. We're going to start off this weekend with actually 3 times everything. So favor worshippers, XP, and fantasy points. This weekend only,
And
as
FP?
a part of and FP, right? Get that
Okay, that's
FP
important.
a little bit closer to that demonic Thanatos. But as an ongoing part of the Harris Odyssey celebration, we're actually doing all gods free to play for a limited time through, I believe the date is October 1st. So you've got a long time. If you haven't picked up that god pack yet, you know, you get a chance to check out some of the new upcoming gods. We've got voice packs 50% off. We've got class chests on sale. So we're really having a big celebration for the Harris Odyssey event in Smite.
We didn't consult me about these discounts, though. Like, that affects my income.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
What the
You'll be
heck's
all
going on?
right.
This
You'll
one's
be
for
all
the
right.
people.
I don't know. I'm not so sure about that one. It's getting closer to Christmas. I've got presents to buy and things too, you know? Well, more celebrations, but on top of that, more of a celebration. We've got a cosplay contest that's going on.
That
We
is
announced it
right.
last time, Isaiah, but tell me a bit more about
Yeah, I
it.
just want to reiterate, if you guys have an awesome high-res cosplay and you might not have had a chance to kind of like plan your way to HRX, we're giving you an opportunity for an all-expenses-paid trip to DreamHack Atlanta for HRX. All you have to do is record your high-res cosplay, post it onto Twitter, make sure to include the hashtag cosplay to HRX, and leave a couple sentences on why you want to make your way to HRX. We'll be picking winners mid-October. Make sure you guys get your cosplay videos up online.
Make sure you get them in there and you can get yourself to Hi-Res Expo. Talking about Hi-Res Expo real quick, I should mention tickets are on sale. If you want to come to Hi-Res Expo this year, we're going to be at DreamHack Atlanta. Tickets are on sale now. 16th to the 18th of November is when the event's going to be. Get your tickets at hiresexpo.com. You're going to see Smite, Paladins, and all the community figures as well. Like AJ and his
I'll be
body
there.
pillow
I'll
and
be
his
there.
Amaterasu
Right, yeah.
jacket.
I'll be there. Amaterasu will be there. I can't wait. This is such a fun event every year. just a great community coming together and everybody getting real hyped and watching the pros play. It's so fun.
Should be some good games too. And obviously, following this broadcast, remember SPL will be happening straight after the patch note, so stay tuned for that. Here's a little look at the standings so far. Interesting times over in Europe and North America. And today, we'll be looking at Space Station Gaming trying to bounce back, and E United as well, trying to continue their reign of terror. And just so you guys at home know, let's just see that reign of terror. 6-0 E United are at the moment. Europe a little bit closer with Dignitas losing yesterday. So make sure you tune in and keep updated with that as well. But if you don't know much about esports, this is what happens on Xbox every single week. 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. We bring you console, global series, the international teams, along with the minors, the future pros of tomorrow. And obviously, not forgetting console all on Monday. So that's what we're looking forward to there. That's nice for me. I'm bored. I guess we go to the balances section then and get I'm Pom-Pom.
Hey, it's me. I'm in Hindu's position. Oh, how you doing? Hindu is already getting ready to make one. So I think I'm going to slow my roll. My name's Tom, otherwise known as F. Dot. We've got Pop on here. We're going to go over some item balances, some god balances, and we're going to start off with the bug fixes, nice and easy. So, reconnect issue. There was an issue where players would default into a reconnect issue. I had that one, now I have that one. Then commendations is actually a bigger deal. Players should now receive more commendation points for longer matches. And as a reminder, commendation points reset every 2 patches.
Yeah, there's an issue where you're getting points for the amount of time you're in a game. That has now been fixed, as well as just kind of a general reminder that the time of the the combination system resets. If you points at the end of the month, it'll reset. That coincides roughly with every 2 patches.
Yeah, so it makes a lot of sense. Now I have to be nice the entire match instead of just the beginning. Thanks for making my life a little bit more difficult. Cerberus, paralyzing spit, going to be fixed up just a little bit. Mana cost wasn't really correct, so we fixed that. I don't think I really need to answer that.
No, it was wrong, and it's now not wrong.
Yeah, perfect. It's fixed. There's a lot more bug fixes as well, some a little bit less high profile, and for the full list, you can visit smitegame.com and check all that stuff out. Bug fixes gone. The balance, baby. So items, that's where we're going to start off first. The first one will be Messenger's Mask. We'll get into the masks. So Messenger's Mask decreases physical power from 3rd to 4th.
Yeah, so the mask we want the tier 2 version of the kind of unique items that you trade off stats, and the tier 2 version are meant to be good enough because you're going to be building into it. So you need to be strong enough that you feel like you're decent towards that. But they can be a bit too mask just give you a bit too much magical power. If you wanted to compare it to something like boots, for example, like magical boots, you could get a situation where like being almost could be justified as better. And then you can easily run the map with high cooldown. They were just been bring down the number. Yeah, and one big thing is this is why team balance patch. It has quite a few things on here, but it's a little bit lighter than normal, as well as 5.19 is planned to be the last balance patch for future heads. We're almost already there, actually. They're going to be playing on 5.19. 5.19 is the last balance patch, which they have time. And 5.20
there's a method to why we're going kind of heavy, like you were saying. A lot of stuff going on. So we're going to patch everything here. Next time, take a look at it, and then kind of like a final stop. All right, we good? Is there anything absolutely crazy that needs to be adjusted? So the players get a chance to really understand what they're playing on in the world. Part of the game is adaptation, but when it comes to the World Championship, we just want to see the best of the best of the best. So we're going to fix that one just like that. Messenger's Mask going to be changed. One of the newer items that came in here, decreasing the attack speed from 15 to 10. I like Death Toll, welcome back. Yeah. But it was a little bit.
Yeah. So there are situations where hunters, they could build this, and it was not enough of a trade-off for the amount of like. They were getting, but it was close. For a while. Come back in a pretty good way. Hunters are a bit using it to effectively sort of turning it down the attack speed. And you'll notice that this is a pretty light touch for what I think a lot of people will look like gold about. Well, spoilers, he'll be adjusted later in the patch. But we were looking at like how the Warriors kind of use this item, and overall we're happy with how much it brought to the bringing back the Cyrus and Bologna. This might be too strong, but they're pretty close arms.
Messenger's man's got to change, so Bumba's is going to be the same spot. We're decreasing cooldown reduction from 20% to 10%. I mean, the cap is 40. So for Bumba's man, give you 20.
Yeah.
No, si se disparó. Pero ¿dónde saltó la bala?
You're losing some damage, you're taking some more damage. You really should be using
por el piso, por eso.
to kind of mitigate that.
Don't get
Yeah, but the cooldown part of it was actually
la que te reducía la
que te aguantaba a whole bunch of
ahora todo queda
more offensive way. It really mitigated what the item trade-off was supposed to be. We're bringing down the cooldown reduction on the North a little bit to make it more kind of fair play.
So with the exception of Messenger's mask, these really groundbreaking items, very different. Are you guys happy with how they've been applied?
Yeah, we think that the idea of these like trade-off items are pretty exciting. Players can utilize them in super crazy ways. And we saw people start wondering, okay, where can I build these maps? And it took quite a long time. Clearly a little bit. But it was a really fun exploration.
Yeah, I like to see the out of position characters, if you will, make really good use of them. And then we've seen people take the gamut on the extra damage. So it's been fun. A little bit of a change here and there, but I think we've positioned the masses in an interesting spot. Heartseeker going to be getting a shift. First of all, it's back. I'm always trepidatious about Heartseeker, but we're seeing it back now. So now, Heartseeker, if an instant AoE ability hits multiple targets, it procs on the lowest health target. So the
yeah, so really when you're using this item, it's probably to burst down the squishy person that you're firing the instant ability at. But because it's instant, it hits all those targets simultaneously. So if you're server tick, getting more fancy, you can get situations where it doesn't actually hit the lowest health target. We're now essentially delaying it so that we can figure out who is apply that. And we're going to go look at other items that apply these kind of effects in like instant areas that it's make sure they're all
I always go back to new alt and the old Soul Reaver, right?
Yes.
Isolated one target, so it's going to work similar to that. Much more different on the tech end, but that's the idea, is to find the lowest target. His Blessing also getting a change here. We're decreasing the bonus ability damage from 25 to 10, but in exchange, just straight up, I like this a lot. Yeah, physical power. I like this a lot. I want you to dive deeper. So
Blessings were introduced inside, and they were really there to help really understand what they're have a deep understanding. And we've seen pretty regularly that all the blessings are seeing use cases. Mages almost felt like mages really value extra power.
A ver si sube al 30 y podemos rankear.
Is really useful because of the amount of actual power. And this item doesn't really help you scale the game nearly as well as those items giving you that raw magic. So what we're doing is we're decreasing the bonus damage, so all your abilities aren't getting like the flat bonus, but we're giving you magical power. So if you are a high skill character like mages tend to be, you can use this item and actually be doing more damage and be more competitive with items that were to start. Especially because it's only 700 gold, you can have a lot more flexibility. Like you can kind of band across and some potions, and that should open up some more doors for mages and not make you feel so much.
¿Lo pongo en modo seguro, Humberto?
Yeah, because you had the CR, but it was more front.
Humberto, si lo pongo en modo seguro, se va a ver más hermoso.
No, qué asco, viejo, le mataste a las configuraciones que tiene.
That's going to wrap up our item changes right now. Let's take a look at the recap real quick. This is one of my favorite patches. I've been
so useful.
Yeah, I've been waiting so long to come and patch those.
La Bumba's Mask.
Yeah, it's great.
Nerfs on top, Zerker Shield too much, Bumba's Mask too much.
Heartseeker
going to make sure to target the lowest health target. Mage's Blessing should last you a little bit longer into the game.
Pero ¿por qué no
last changes there for itemization.
Todavía sabe ocupar.
The gotcha.
Porque sabían que
está muy pretty interesting.
Además, como un
again, it's targeted toward HRX, so you can see a lot of the very highly contested we're making sure that the competitive scene is fresh and feels good. We don't want to like just shove anyone out. We want to make sure that
lo mataron.
Que bufeen la ulti de Cronos.
No hace daño ahora con él.
Que le recorten el tiempo de carga.
Sí,
que se demora mucho. No sirve de nada retroceder el tiempo si te matan antes.
No,
so he's a god that tends to see nerfs a lot. Go figure.
It's a cheeky little face you got there.
Yeah, but I think overall we found a good place for his damage and his utility. He really, his overall damage numbers have come down. Players can play Barons who are playing the more support role. They don't have that crazy damage to really be that threatening if they go support. So I think he's close to a good spot in that regard. But the ability to confirm that damage off rapid you can throw it out to follow up. Now, on 14-second cooldown, it's going to be harder to more windows of opportunity to deal with.
Ya, pero que el 2 pega en área y le cura.
Yeah, I mean, he's been playing in
Mira, si no curara, ya.
He's not going to lose that identity with this, but it is going to make it harder.
Mira, mientras no le suben el cooldown al 3 y al 1, está bien.
Turnabout, Living Nightmares, the ultimate. Yeah, it's got a little bit of everything on it. We're going to take one of those everythings off. Still getting all the power and all the damage reduction, but the passive isn't going to be fully charged.
So we looked at it ways to one of the things he really brings is that ultimate. The global presence, the ability to meet and land, have a big impact on the fight. He has a lot of ways to have that impact, and really, we just wanted to look at one of those things that we felt gave him too much impact, and that was his passive. His passive really can ramp up the damage, and getting it for free versus having to land all the auto attacks to get that proc to happen. So a little bit too much, so we're toning that down. Players have when he actually
There's a lot of elements on that ultimate, and as far as the extra damage and the mitigation is concerned, you guys, it's hard to touch some other elements because he kind of needs it as he teleports the player.
Yeah, that's one of those things that, especially during the playtest and design of the character, it was kind of needs that ability to actually land and be able to fight 100 guys in. You have to give that diving in isn't like a trap or mistake, especially even in situations where it's used well, it can quickly become a bad situation. So finding the opportunities and finding what the right damage numbers for that were tricky. We feel like he's in a good spot.
Yeah, I remember teleporting.
La bala sí salió.
Nobody wants to die down until so mitigation's certainly a good look. Arlo, Sharon, you gave us a little bit of a sneak peek earlier. As Hindu Man has loved it. Doggo. He's getting a change here. It used to be kind of
no aplicar el ácido del perro.
Ya no va a aplicar el ácido.
No aplicar el ácido.
Me están and it's a straight number.
Pensaron al perro va a ser una mierda.
Max HP.
Antes el perro ya era una mierda.
Yeah, things like as a true like effect, we want him to have kind of the identity of this character that can shred other tankier targets. He has the attack speed sitting, you can get on them, you can control them to land that damage. This helps enable that.
Ahora el perro va a pegar el daño plano del bajo, no va a pegar el daño con la habilidad.
Characters or help shred them down. So this helps accomplish that goal. And the big reason for this change is it was
entonces si le hacen eso
restricted
a
what
también.
we could do with new
innovations.
Having a character they already had a whole bunch of special rules for the damage of it.
Y además cuando Evelyn check cuando eres perro.
Another exception where now healing from on-hit item effects can cause reduce by 50% for the dog. You also had things like Odysseus Bow, which if you got staggered on the hit chain, you get a situation where no matter how you attack, you're doing the Odysseus Bow proc for 50% damage. So you would lose out on a lot of the damage. You made the rule 50% of any damage, and you'd have to add extra rules and extra rules. And so rather than adding confusing interactions, we cleaned up the interactions, simplified it, gave it a very clear defined purpose, to make sure that we can explore really interesting passives in the future.
I like it. Much better. It's a little bit easier to digest, especially for the newer.
Me gusta cómo esa luz no alumbra en la mesa.
So it's going to be
alumbra la pared, pero el reflejo no va.
Changed visual effects.
Yep, we had our effects team.
Freya.
We had worked on what we had for Freya at the time.
Está bueno.
They were visually conveying enough, especially
es como el 3 de
people are fighting.
Oye, eso te buena calidad inicial.
Now she has whole new particles for when her 1 is active and when her 2 is active. So you can see that kind of shine on the weapon. It signifies, hey, this is the ranged version. You're gonna pulse out that damage. Cool, completely new effect for that. And then if you activate the 1, look at that ring. That shows that you have the very powerful proc that's about to happen.
Yeah. So Aura Blade going to be showing. There it is. Now she's got both. And what I like about the first one, the second ability for Northern Lights, it makes the weapon bigger. A lot of times, if you just make something glow, I can't even see it. Cool, awesome when I'm this zoomed in. But you're gonna see that giant sword from a distance, and well, if you're that close to Freya anyway, you're probably dead.
Yeah, and what's also really cool about this is we also updated skins too. So skins will have their own version of this as well. So we can switch class to Freya. I can make Northern Lights. That one will have completely. Or Northern Lights is the recolor.
So Northern Lights with
we
the Northern Lights.
Frost Queen, is that the name?
Frost Queen with the
Frost.
Yeah. There we go. Frost Maiden.
Oh, that's
the
name.
Yeah, Frost Maiden. Northern Lights has always been my favorite. I go all the way back to.
So there's new effects on that. It shines. You see the outer ring glow, and then if you activate the one, you're gonna see the ring around.
¿Cómo sale la de tenis?
That's themed to that skin.
That's pretty sweet, actually. Really cool to see you guys kind of go back in
¿Cuándo
time. Frost Maiden is what?
El 1.
14?
Yeah,
you guys,
it was like one of the first skins that came out after like Freya was released, and then that skin came out pretty quickly afterwards.
Yeah, she's got that Paul Wall grill too, so interesting to see you guys go all the way back to the classic skins and making the changes. Always appreciate that as a long time.
Podría comprarme el paquete de voz de Fabi.
Ganesh gets some changes as well here. Dark Pillars, so it's going to deal initial damage on the first hit. More damage here?
Yeah, so it'll be more damage on the ultimate for the initial hit that initial, and a little bit less on each. And the main idea there is the theme of the ability is you have these walls that come up, and these thresholds that if you cross, you're going to take big damage. But often the best case scenario for them was to trap them on that wall and have the damage happen. That's how it really the decision of do I stay in the box or do I try and get out of this box to be the most meaningful one? And add a little bit more weight to that decision. So bringing down the damage that if you get someone stuck in there, you should be rewarded for it. You'll get the damage and the damage will really hurt them. But that initial decision for the player to make is a bit more meaningful, a bit more impactful.
Yeah, so should I stay or should I go?
Yes.
Should I stay or should I go?
Yeah, so that's Ganesh. Interesting change there. A shift, like you said, not necessarily a nerf or a buff.
Ahora es cuando nerfean a Fabi, que Fabi no ha hecho nada.
Walking through it on the first shot.
Si me nerfean, me
Nemesis
rato,
is going to get a buff here. Retribution of the shot.
Nemesis!
We're going to increase the healing on this one.
Madre
kind of a
mía.
bonus for
Lo hacen para que...
Always, I like the so I really like this change.
Yeah, so there's two things with this one specifically. One is, it was kind of weird that double scaled the way it did. You not only had a base amount of health for the shield, but you also had a percentage of
Pero hermano, de 60-80 mucho, te quiero de 60-70.
60%, and then it went to like 500 to 100%. And so the difference in the amount of healing was huge between the ranks, much more than just 100 to 500. So we evened that out a bit. But we also looked at Nemesis and we saw kind of the damage curve balancing of, okay, well, let's give her some damage here, let's give her some damage right here. And they often always turn into frustration, giving her more damage when she has the ability to catch up, when she has the ability to slow, when she has the ultimate, that's a really good shred effect. It just caused her to feel frustrated to fight against. More of her survivability, her ability to get into the fight and stay in the fight. Almost a little glorious, what she used to be way back in the day.
Yeah.
But we feel like this is a safer direction to move her to bring her back, because after the last round in there, she's kind of fallen off. This will help bring her back in hopefully a way that isn't so frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, she was always supposed to be this character that can stay in the fight for an extended period of time. You look at passive, which requires you to stick to a target for a long time, and then she gradually creeped into a burst damage character. She's still going to burst you, but this is a nice change to bring back that sort of consistent, I don't want to say consistent fighter in the middle of a team fight.
Pero hay que desatarle ya.
Yeah, I know. It's just, she has an interesting history.
Que cheque los cofres, ahora me salen por skin de 400, porque ya tengo todos los récords.
Getting a lot of changes, actually. So Pyroclast, first and foremost, that's going to be 13 to 14.
El
Can't spam that as often. Eruption, that's 2. So the decreasing the inner damage as well as decreasing the overall damage output of that second ability in general. I want to talk about these two before we move on.
Yeah, so the big thing here was the how often she could engage with Pyroclast, how often she could use Eruption to have great impact, especially kind of earlier on. We just wanted to bring that more into line so that her overall like kind of curve is a bit more.
Podríamos revisar ya que está el smite abierto.
It really does pair with the ultimate in the sense that the ultimate change that we're making is going to allow the ultimate to be much more impactful, but also a bit more consistent how you'd expect it to function. And with that additional power comes a need to skyrocket effect.
So we lowered some of the damage on the other spots. That's because of the change of the ultimate. So volcanic lightning, the ability damage from cone attacks now proc off of basic attacks, which is, it seems like a small change, but the implications are large.
Yeah, so before what it was technically, even though you were like punching with your fist, you were punching with an ability, and that has very specific rules for smite. So now it's going to be working off of the item effects, like disarm, for example. And so it will do quite a bit more, even though there are a few more counterplay options available, it's actually not interactive this properly. And this is something that people are like, wait, why is this not working the way? So with that additional power, we need to look at the other parts of our kit. So in the sake of making this ability function the way it looks like you're doing a basic attack. We had to make some concessions for the kit to make sure that she was
So now you're going to get Odysseus bow prop, lifesteal as well from it.
¿Qué soy?
But you will be able to things like that. So a push and a pull here for Paley overall, and then an additional decrease of the damage on the two of them. I think that's a good move. Paley.
¿Qué le hicieron a Puch?
Yeah, she's impactful.
Le bajan
We were
el daño
watching
de todo.
closely.
Cuando
She
explota
actually
mismo.
does pretty well for herself.
Ya,
She's
pero
not,
imagínate,
crazy
esto
high.
está,
She's
cuando
not,
juego,
like,
cuando
super
jugamos con los 20, el otro está reventando con daño low.
You got good teamwork. That's how you're going to take care of it.
Feo.
So it gets his tail changed just a little bit from 12 seconds to
¡Soy! ¡Ah! 2
This is
segundos más.
SPL.
No, ¿qué es
SPL.
Pero ve cuál es la habilidad esta. ¿Cuál
Es
soy?
el 3. El 3.
Está el whip.
First or second.
Sí.
El que te tira para atrás.
No, el que cuando gira ya se knock para arriba.
He's
Ah, ya.
number one.
Pero
I mean,
porque-
Agronite broke down the base damage now.
pero ese era el-
20.
Pero le suben el
Charge
daño
for
en 100.
detail,
Ah, pues el
you're
dos.
doing 730 something
El
damage.
2.
Now you won't have
Parece
that
que era
combo
el
Nerfean
by the
no
way,
le
it's
importaba inflar.
Yeah.
without skill. So now you're
Pero
going to have
¿por qué?
access to
Eso
that full
está
combo a
bien.
little bit less often.
En rato.
12 to 14 seconds,
Ulti
like
de
you mentioned. This is more of a high-end change. Lower-end
Con eso
players
me
might
sale.
not feel a difference, but it's really going to
No.
impact.
Yeah, especially in that soul lane.
Si
'cause I
sigue
think
rápido,
some of
corta un
the shots
coco.
is very strong counter pick up.
Le pensé los daños del ulti. ¡Ah!
No, porque es RS.
We felt the magic
Entonces
is
ya
very
pasó.
much in his favor when he is picked.
Right.
And that largely comes
Don't
from the
forget
fact that he
Rap.
has so much disruptive strong skill that increasing round is going to give, especially other laners in the soul lane, more
Ahora cuando toca
opportunity to
Hachima.
really have trade within
Le
their
está
team
tocando todos los
versus
picos ustedes.
table and relieving and then coming back to table being 12 seconds later.
Yeah.
You have
Ahora,
more
Are.
of a-
¡Ah!
Yeah,
¡Ah, Puch!
the
¡Ah!
lane phase should be a little bit more.
Chuck!
It's
Ah!
versus
Yeah.
the Sobek, because I've tried it. I'm not very good. But I
Qué
need
bueno.
more. Thor.
Yo le doy.
Thor. Picked up with
La
the
tortilla.
bottom level. Will now stun for
Oh!
1 second.
Lograr.
Now,
Eh,
this is a
un
big
segundo.
deal. From 28 to 1 second seems like no
Sí.
big deal,
En
but
early.
as
Sí.
an ex-professional
Un segundo.
jungler,
Está bien, sí.
as an ex-professional
Me
jungler,
gusta, me gusta.
Y lo aumentan en
there's a
los
part of the
penúltimos
Thor
niveles.
combo, the double
En el
tap
último
off
nivel
of the
igual.
stun. You used to have to put 2 points into the
Está bueno, está
skill,
bueno,
you
está bueno.
guarantee it. It gets very complicated and onboarding experience.
Ahora va a ser más fácil que salga el combo.
Change here, you're always going to be guaranteed that combo.
Sí,
Yes,
pues,
and
ah,
if you actually
Thor,
stun mainly at tip range, if you stun at tip range, you're going to get that double
Music?
tap. Yeah, the 1 second is just enough to confirm that now. So rather than having to have that like extra knowledge of I need to get a second point in this, which feels a bit
Tiene
counterintuitive.
caleta de
It
cooldown,
feels like
no me había
I've
fijado.
done the hard thing, which was
17
at
segundos.
max range. I tipped them and I threw things as fast as I could, and then missing
Ah,
just
yeah?
felt weird. So relying on the hit.
Creo que por
having to get
por
more
ser
rings,
un
that
mago tiene
combo
menos
timer
cooldown.
becomes more lenient.
Tiene
The
menos
combo
cooldown.
is
No.
return distance, you'll be stun long enough without.
Ah, pero va bajando.
Starting rank, you'll be able to just
Ya
put
no
one
es
point in
licenciado.
that and then
Sí,
focus
el-
on
sí.
El late se nota el
Con la nube está fuera de
Yeah,
metas.
it works because we've seen Thor play in a couple of different
Hola,
positions
Moya.
as well. And if I want to be an
Pero por
assassin,
eso,
I want to put my damage. I want to put my points into my damage,
Low
not
one.
my stun.
Yeah.
You used to have to
¿Qué?
kind of put
El
points
Real
into
le
stun.
salva la vacía,
Now,
¿no?
if you're
Porque
being
va
solid,
rápido.
Lo malo es que de repente llega un varón y
you can focus
Lo
on
bueno que hay que me he salvado por tirar habilidad y activar la pasiva. Yo quedo ahí así como ¡oh!
Let's recap. We've seen a number of changes here, a number of shifts. Nemesis and Thor getting the big
¿Compró
old
algo?
thumbs up.
Me compra siempre cosas.
Shadowbog and
Ah, pero tenéis como 40 de mil de favor.
Cómprate el
Those
dólar,
are
oye,
the
cómprate el
guys
dólar de
that
color y después
are
los
long
que
shed
salen
and
fuera.
Fran,
no me
they
alcanza,
also
como
were
900
popular.
mil.
¿Queréis ver? Mira.
Yeah.
Gonna be shifted
No compré nada.
Muy buen eso.
I
¡Eh!
519,
Está el cajón.
more
¿No
HRX,
nerfearon a
smaller patch, and then 520
No,
is
lo cambiaron.
specifically bug fixes.
Ahora te ves
Ya,
nerf.
pero no está.
Ahora van a ir los mejores nerf.
And then after that we'll return. We have a lot of other
A ver,
combos
si el
of
perro es más útil que
patches,
antes.
and
Sí.
after 520,
Que realmente no
stay
era
tuned
muy
for
útil,
it,
pero
but the
la vacía de las
patches
6
come in
aplicaba como 10 de daño más, ¿no?
I'm super excited.
Me
It
molesta
really
que tú no
ends
te
up.
vas a
That's,
trepar acá.
certainly, I mean, HRX
No, voy a
is
romper
around the corner. He told you before.
Vos te molesté por eso y yo juego en la silla del living.
Tickets, you're going to be there November 16th through
Sí,
the
sí.
18th. That's going to do
En
it for
el-
us as
el-
far as the
el
changes
portal
and
se
balance are
sigue-
concerned. Now we'll get
Entre
down to
los
the
para ver.
artistic side, the skins,
Sí,
and his
¿verdad?
favorite part. So why don't we go talk to him and break down the skins?
It is a skin time with me and some of my lovely guests on the set. We're going to be joined by AJ, Clumsy, and a new guest today,
¿Cómo se pronuncia su nombre?
Mrs. Cupcake.
Todos empiezan con Titan menos
And you're part of the community team, is that right? You're the newest member to join the team.
Yes, I'm the community manager.
Welcome.
Yo lo sigo en...
What's your Twitter account? So
A él lo sigo en
Twitter.
porque él publica spoiler.
Cool. And you specialize in bug reports and
Mira, te
issues of
queda
the
un
game,
cofre para el super complex.
Don't hit her up with that. I'm just throwing
All things community related. If you've got a
Yes.
question, feel free.
all things community related. And now, then, let's get on with this. I guess I didn't talk about Hera. Should we show them
Oye,
something?
estoy en live,
We
afuera necesitamos
very
cámara.
much are
Sí,
want to
sí,
show
la
more about
saludante
Hera. So
de-
Hera is launching in
Anda con nervios,
5/19.
Not today.
No, con
But
el...
Cupcake told me off first saying
¿Cómo se llama? El que nerfearon el perro.
So we now have to do it.
Right.
Here's a look at Hera then. Talk to me a little bit about her.
So Hera is accompanied by
¿Puedes tener la skill de
her
tiburón de Sonic?
ally.
Mira, mira, mira.
Yes.
This thing.
This is Argus.
Si salió
I
para...
wanted to go ahead and show off more about him. He's big. He's scary. He's gonna beat you up, and Hera's gonna be there too.
He's got so many faces and eyes.
You can see in all directions. Well, at least 4 at once, at least, and straight up. Yeah, Argus, the many-eyed giant from mythology, we're reinterpreting for Hera. She's
Apuesto
been
que
fighting
él va a estar
alongside
de la
her as
espalda
a major part of
de
her
Hera.
kit.
Él va a estar todo el rato.
We're
Como
showing,
el perro, pero va a andar por la
things bit
puerta.
by bit for Hera.
Okay.
We showed off Hera's art, and we did a really cool video. That was also that animation, right?
Sí, es más grande que un
we got a
yo.
little bit of Argus there, and now we want to show what he's really going to look like in game. So the blog posts
cuando
with
se lo quede
designers
gigante.
with more information about her
Era
kit
más
and her
grande.
design. Those will be coming soon before her official reveal next patch.
Okay, we'll stay tuned for next patch then to actually have a little look at her and see how she's going to get on. See what kind of kit she's got. Obviously,
It's a
Argus
gift
is involved
tier
somewhere, so
cinco,
look forward to that. On to the skins then. And the first one we're going to talk about is Battle Worn Achilles. We saw this in the card.
Le cambia el mono.
Es que me no, no.
He's got moves.
Pero es como la skin de 250.
With the green armor.
Un recoloro.
Those-
Es un
Let's have a
minion.
look at it in green as well.
Parece
It's a bit of a
vampiro.
reinterpretation of him. You know, a lot of people
Es un maldito recolor.
thought the helmet,
Hacértelo.
a lot of people expected a helmet.
Minion.
Yeah, which, you know, is good, but we really
Imagina
wanted
que
to
poder
give him a
comprarle
really
cosas para que los
interesting
minions
character,
sean
kind of this star of the show with the launch. So
I think you did something, because I think you
Así
got
que le hace más
to
plata.
begin with, right? Then every single thing
Ah,
you
bueno,
just doesn't have a helmet. You can read the design's face.
No, no lo pone nomás.
Not quite.
No?
It's
Okay.
good to have the
Ah,
faces
sí.
out there
Mira,
for
pega
the
pa-
process
pega
of
pa-
how it does the skin. It's
I
easy to
know.
do it the other way. So
I'm
yeah.
meaning.
But it's cool to be able to give him different kind of helmet interpretations, like his
Mira
beautiful
cómo se ven los
crown
ojos
and his
entre medio de la
rounded
máscara.
skin, like my
Nice,
pillow
nice.
showcases.
I was gonna ask you, you're gonna have to get another body pillow now, but with the skin.
Skin de
The
minion.
artist is probably quickly working on one.
¿Y por qué ahora te estás pegando un varón y no a una?
Oh, wait, we're not killing Odins today?
We're killing barons.
Mira lo mismo.
Oh,
No le
this is
ganas.
the best day ever!
But they're all immune.
Se vuelve a olvidar.
Just like Baron IRL, right?
How can there be 3 life in the parties at the same time? That's just
No le
not
cambia
So I
nada.
believe this skin is going to be the reward.
Un recolor.
Se ve de 250.
Participating in the ops.
Es como la limitada en el...
Participating. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so as you do your quests and get your ops,
En lo-
you'll be
incluso
able to
veo.
Es peor.
So we don't always say
Y la-
Ahí está, si
we're
es un
distributing
Linux.
skins in different ways on the Patch Notes show, but I think this one, as far as being a cool reward, is worth
Y
highlighting.
lo ramo.
awesome.
Es un maldito recolor.
I think he's going to go for next
Sí.
week first of all, I guess.
Una tierra.
Tiene uno la wea.
I'm gonna actually kill a baron since, you know.
It's not often I see that happen.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
That's what he looks like. Oh.
Pixel Pon.
And I think I saw he actually does have wounds on his.
De eso le cambia. El Laura que le sale cuando está así.
No,
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
armored form has a lot of nice
Yo,
details.
He's
Yeah.
actually battle worn.
Guardi.
Scarred up and
Raised up to. Well, let's have a little
¿Cuáles
look
son
at
beard
Aquiles?
too, right?
O sea,
Cambia de aquí.
That's an album.
You have to
Ah,
get
yes.
closer to some to see that.
Here we go.
Goodness.
You gotta face
Mira
this.
la
Ooh,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
blonde.
So he's a little older.
Blonde
Maybe he's
Yeah.
he's had his high school days are over, and now he's been out battling.
Todo
Well,
el
let's
set
have
de
a
esto,
listen to the
de
voice
ese skin
pack
en
and
el
see exactly
Ahí
how
lo
this sounds.
Huzzah! Phenomenal.
Y le cambian el paquete de 12.
Good. Just good. Attack left lane.
Eso lo quiere en el
Attack
frente.
right lane. Defend. Defend middle lane. I will carve out your
Entonces yo tengo el smile en español, pero ¿qué sale?
with
Estoy
my
hablando en inglés.
fist.
Sí.
Ey.
Smite en español, comillas.
¿Qué pedo? Por si había terminado el parche recién. Y faltan menos 30.
¿Por qué no le dejas el DLC de textura?
No, no tiene pues. O
si no se vería bien la... No, guapo.
Qué asco.
Es guardián estelar eso.
Yeah, Nitha and Athena, right?
Oiga, si le muestro una skin va a ser igual.
Digo, ya desde que salió la skin de Nate.
You're a Joust main? You know what the community thinks about Jousters, don't you, AJ?
Yes, they make fantastic leaders and designers.
Ah, pero cuando sacan ese sobre.
So I hear.
Okay.
¿Qué?
Ese sobre.
¿También está?
Pero que tiene.
This is so beautiful.
That's always a weird thing to try and do, but it's something.
I want to see someone
Sailor Moon.
so bad. Yes, can somebody cosplay this, please?
Only.
Oh my gosh, and you can put it for the contest.
Yes, but only if you can get the vials to do that.
Right.
If you can make the vials dance around all the potion bottles, is that what it's supposed to be? Vials, potions?
Either one.
Yeah.
She's an enchantress, so they're her enchanting materials.
That's genius. That works. We'll take it. We get to be some more parents too.
And the art team did a really awesome job with the materials, the textures on her outfit. I love how there's a little bit of a cosmic feel there.
Yeah.
These spell effects are really nice too.
Let's see those claiming
Stealth.
It's not.
Their claimings are always important.
Son lo mismo, los minions.
Yes.
They got some rainbow dashes, some rainbow effects.
Oh yeah.
¿Cuántos minions puedes sacar?
And the exchange.
And now we gotta see LT check.
Why? I love such real too. Oh, so
pretty it is.
Ah, bueno, están los minions.
Oh wow.
Well, that actually makes sense about how she gets to the sky now. She's
No,
got
tiene
wings.
una skin que se puede comprar. Y una
That's
que
immune.
Yeah, get that.
That looks fantastic.
Nice sounding too.
Definitely.
Okay, let's listen into the voice pack for this. I believe the name is Xanthe. Who did the voice for this? My pronunciations are not the best on names.
And her last name is Quinn.
Yeah.
Quinn. Xanthe Win?
Yeah, sounds right.
Attack middle range.
Okay, I will.
¿Sale aquí?
No.
Defend.
Okay.
¿No sale aquí?
Shush, please. Shush, please.
Esa es la normal.
No, vale aquí.
Wait until you stop speaking.
No, pues sí, todavía ni sale.
Hey! Love it. Love being
What?
a team player. Your defeat is written.
Acabo de ver que se puso al tiro.
Bad guys never
Si
win.
está jugando solo, pues.
I'm green like a pickle, so I'm kind
Se me
of
cargó el tiro.
Es muy rápido.
Si le voy a dar tanta potencia.
His voice pack is too peppy.
¿Qué se está descargando el parche?
That's what I'm finding right now. Just silent happy.
Scowling the entire time.
Más mándate a un...
That's right. I'm all about the edge.
A un emino raro.
I have something for everyone.
Well, let's all listen to the voice pack for
El
the
dual
new
mimo.
Enchantress.
El de la ulti, mira, prueba la
in the
ulti.
next patch.
Pero
Moving
en un raro.
on.
Ah, ya.
It's time for the Headless Norseman. I see what they did there.
Mira la de Loki.
Norseman
Otro de color.
Loki.
Yeah, it's like.
My only notice is it's super spooky.
Super spooky.
That is actually on her notes.
So this is just our first Halloween skins. I know I saw a lot of people asking about the community contest.
Oh, there's
So
more than one?
we have next patch. We have more Halloween skins featuring the winner. I believe it's next patch is the winner of the Halloween community contest. And then we've seen the winter ones mentioned. Too. This is just the first one. So no, this isn't taking the thunder from anyone. The winner's just coming.
I love it.
Instead, you're just gonna blow us all over.
I love it.
Pinheaded Norseman.
And we call him headless. And there's a, isn't there something special about that?
Oh yes.
Are you leaking?
A ver,
things?
eso es...
So his head can separate.
Oh, el especial.
That's his special emote for this skin.
Right, it's being
Wait.
That is super.
He takes his head
Yeah,
off and
someone-
runs around in a strange
Oh.
way.
That is
man.
so fun.
Can you use abilities while that's happening?
No. Well,
You can stealth and do that.
Look at
That's
his
just
hand.
like,
Yeah, you might be able to stealth
Can
and
you
then
stealth it?
activate it.
Oh,
Wait,
that's all that matters. So when you actually pop out of stealth, your head's just next to
yeah,
you.
exactly. You don't even hit the guy, right? You just
If you
do
use
that.
any, if you,
Ponle la de Thanos.
Serum.
Serum.
Serum to death.
La misma de la calabaza.
Ah, ya.
remove you from your special
Jack.
moves.
Okay. No, technically, while it's stealth, you're not attacking.
Just
You're
do
not-
the-
Claro.
And
Y
you
ahora
can see
lo
even during his
dejan naranjito.
attack animations and
Oh,
ability
that's
animations, the head
cute.
separates and floats around a bit more.
Yeah, it's not like it's attached.
That stealth attack, yeah, it really pops out.
A little bit of his head just bounces out. Oh, the pumpkin, this isn't really a head, is it?
It's Pumpkinhead.
Yeah.
You need a replacement, right?
The ultimate two?
cambió un par de partículas y las cosas.
I like it. Just those lines just go with it.
¿Viste cuando jugué con Aquile no salió ni eso?
Sí salió.
That happens in my games all the time. Look, isn't it? Okay, then listen to the voice pack. I'll show up this time. I'll probably Smitty. Maybe not.
Thanks! Attack middle lane! Attack right lane!
Tiene la cabeza saltada.
Menacing!
Mete el combo de Tanato. A ver si me carga el cooldown del 1. No, tenía el 1. No importa.
Ah, pero no matáis con el 1.
A mí me gusta Tanato. Me hizo una vez.
¿Pero rematáis con 1? ¿Cuándo veis con el ulti?
Le tiráis el 3 y el 1. Y te escapáis con el 2. Me mató.
I really love that voice back.
It is very well done.
That voice actor.
No tiene.
It really just...
Jason Marnocha?
Yeah,
Is that who you're speaking of?
Jason Marnocha. You did a fantastic job. Actually, that's awesome.
So a few down, 3 more to go. Next up is one that I like the look of on the card. Pixel Lancer Scotty.
Oh my goodness.
This looks great. Like already just seeing that little art. I always care about what color is.
The Robo-Dog is so well done.
The question is he a good boy?
He's good.
No, todavía no sale aventura.
You're welcome. I wonder if he can put that more jokes.
He's better than all my other teammates then.
I wish I had time to write more jokes.
I love the outfit. It's got like the pixels going up and changing. Beautiful.
He's got definitely tried.
Yeah, you know, these pixel skins have a wide range of inspirations of old video games, modern interpretations. Like, I get a Mega Man vibe. You know, I really like how we're able to take video games and art style and make it a whole skyline.
Oh, the pixels around it.
Yeah, pixels around it.
Ah, yeah,
I feel like you play that Discordia skin from last patch in this as well, you know, like the whole team of pixels everywhere.
We're very close to a full pixel team.
We have Freya as well.
You still probably need like a...
Este va acá. ¿Y yo ahí dónde voy? Yo voy ahí. Me lo gané y no me lo dan.
Mira, ¿sabes dónde voy yo? ¿Tú me lo tienes?
Pucha, no vi nada de esta skin porque se aquí no.
Okay. It's the lights though.
Strong
just slide on
Yeah, exactly. You're not missile slide.
Pixels are slippery.
El 2 está
Ven el cofre que
Oh, that's so pretty.
voy por ahí.
Yeah.
Ah, pero no una skin DJ. Es una skin pizza.
It was done on Calder in his admiral state when he's actually returned back.
Yeah, see the difference between going down. That's great. It's really clearly defined where the color is active.
Yeah, the hologram version makes more sense with this skin. Here, as the normal color is supposed to be kind of like spiritual, elemental, but like the hologram.
Con la discordia es la que más me ha gustado.
And also, the toenails. They're all pink.
Colors?
Yes.
Oh, I see that. These little pink feetsies. Oh, so cute.
Let's have a listen to the voice pack. And this voice pack is Amber Lee Connors who did the voice pack.
Attack middle lane. Defend. Defend the Titan.
No le hacen.
Can
Si le dan
I
con
prove you?
la
That was so cool. Woohoo! I'm pretty cool. Man,
Ahí me quedo con la de
please give me
Freya.
a challenge.
La discordia no.
La voice pack, el voice pack de Freya.
A ver.
Oh, we're supposed to fight you? Man, the quality of your character sucks. Hope you're coming up with a better resolution.
No dice nada.
So
Tienes que
fast,
configurarlo,
there's
creo.
enough memory to load her into the game.
We're back in the 90s again, are we? Okay. And the laugh. Was it Calder joining in the laugh as well? Is that what I just heard?
Calder has some animations when you do certain events.
There, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I hear some. Okay then, that's it for the
Bien, a
Scotty skin. But moving on, it's
¡Vamos!
next up, that mask looks amazing.
Una visión de
I believe it's
ella.
his face.
Is
Esa
that
es
Traditionally,
Yeah.
an Oni mask, yeah, can be worn by someone, but he's an
Bueno, no
actual
partida.
Oni.
He's an Oni.
He's not wearing a mask.
So
He
just
is a
like his
demon.
Demon, yeah,
That's
exactly.
fair.
Oni demon.
Yeah, but this skin turned out
También
really
la
well.
patch.
It's
Look
like
at
a
that.
cool,
Oh,
really
yes.
cool
Oh my
detail,
gosh.
like really specific detail. Especially, I love the
Por detrás de todo,
holes in
incluyendo
his
favor.
Para mí
face.
que va a tener,
Yes, and the
See
coloring
through
on
it?
the wings.
va a tener efecto
All the
verde.
extra detail in the model
Oh,
is
wow.
fantastic.
Apuesto que el 1 va a ser como algo súper
pretty? What a
así como
pretty
madera.
demon.
It's actually
No,
pretty
bueno,
scary
sí,
if that's coming at you.
Oh exactly. He's supposed to be a nightmare, right? Right, Clumsy?
Exactly. He's a living nightmare.
Oh, wow.
So even if we did nerf his ulti, it'll still be okay.
He's been quite strong.
Yeah, but what are we doing? We nerfed a god today and released the skin. What's going on? How am I supposed to make my money for Christmas if we're doing that?
Because the balance team is doing a good job.
Calm
That's
down
right,
now.
EJ.
I'm sorry, I know that's a radical statement. I'm sorry, I apologize.
Let's not go too far.
But
Let's
see some attacks here. Ooh, I like the green.
crystals.
Yeah, so there's a bit of a jade theme. You can see that worked into his outfit.
So yeah.
You don't really get that kind of a light green color that much in Smite. I really like seeing it here.
I do. I like it, and it's complemented by kind of the black. It's got poison, kind of dark, scary feel.
I really like that beautiful.
Oh,
wow.
it changed to purple. Okay, that's cool.
This is like a warning, warning. Detonation.
Yes, get away from this exploding thing.
Yeah.
Es diferente al principio, pero al
That's what I learned from the old days, you know, if the floor changes colour, move.
Yeah.
Pretty much the best
Get out of
advice.
the
You must be a very talented raider.
Really like the text of the walls.
I like the dash of particles on it.
Yeah.
As it moves.
A little green effect.
Yeah, it's like almost energy, electricity.
El auto. Le ponen el tiempo.
Can we do a longer swoop there, Pon? Come on now. No one's
all the way back to base he goes.
I mean, that far.
Oh, actually, we got to see the backing. We got to see the full ball of that.
Who wants to
Use
do
this
that?
ability the way it was intended, Pon. There we go.
Oh, nice.
I'll have the backflip too.
You're going to hurt. You're going to die, Pon. Careful.
And yet, Pon still only has a 51% win ratio in ranked.
He cheats. Oh, he's going to try to do a full field one.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The longest possible dunk in the history of dunks.
This is for the world championship here, Pon. Don't get it wrong. Land in the fountain.
He got it, he got it. Nice.
Let's submit that to
¿Sabes qué es lo malo? Lo raro que pasa?
World record.
Que ahora cuando Chelo tira la ulti, a los aliados también le llega el debut de velocidad.
Swooping through the...
Pero antes no puede decir eso.
Yo estaba jugando la conquista y el Chelo tira la ulti y me organizaba a mí.
No habrá sido todo. No sé.
¿No?
Cacha, tengo 4 eliminaciones, 5 asistencias y una victoria contra o sea, qué bueno.
Fue el asalto que jugamos la otra vez.
¿Por qué me sale con F1, F2, F3?
Only about 3 more breaths before I end your life.
That's a knock-knock joke.
The whole thing.
I believe
Both sides of the knock-knock
did Fish
joke.
work on this one?
I think so.
With Tina?
Yeah, no, he
that's
did.
Impressive getting a complete knock-knock joke in Smite. That might be the first.
I don't know, it's been a lot of years. There's probably a couple of
I guess so. I just don't recall. I've tried before and failed, that's for sure. But
one more skill left to show you then, and it's the Revenge Nemesis that's going to be available here. I got a little bit of a preview, really.
Yeah, this is probably one of my favorites from what we're doing right now. When
Yeah?
you see it, it's so beautiful.
So this is our first like full mech skin for a female goddess, which is really cool.
That's true.
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
Oh my
We
gosh,
have a lot
look
of
at it.
like,
Look at those colors.
futuristic sci-fi
yeah.
kind of in between the cyberpunk like .g, pixel, but the true like full mech. So our artists really did a lot of iterations, kind of testing to how that true like robot feel would work on a female.
I love the color
silhouette.
choices
Yes, the colors are perfect. It's so beautiful.
I actually realized I really want to see the Thor skin, the Thor Force, with
Oh.
this
On the
one,
same team?
like
Yeah.
near Jet.
Yo me
They're
combo
obviously
again.
there's going to be 2 assassins, but
Yo creo que yo tengo más facilidad de matarte a ti.
We've got Zeus and Kraken.
What was that noise?
Deja salir.
It's like it sounds like a pinball machine. That's great.
Compra algo.
It's like a lock-on noise.
it's
It's like target acquired.
El Nico te tira 1-1 y te roba toda la vida.
critical death.
Sobre ahí. Lo que dice.
Ya, pero el otro ahora decide la ulti y ahí
That was cool. That's a really awesome bubble. You know, and our effects guys, they gotta make a lot of bubbles. It can be tough when you make bubbles. That is a new hype bubble, and I am very impressed.
There's text in the bottom left of the bubble as well.
¿Cuánto daño haces tú con
Yeah.
Oh, that's like part of the effect. Yeah, that's cool.
Ya volvimos.
It's like running the program. No, I think it's like
Digo, dale, juego.
and or bracket. Yes, well, it is, yeah.
Pero mira esta mierda de abajo.
Y ese bounty en el Diego. A ver, pucha, no vi la
Nice
última.
one, nice with the
Detail on top
geometric
as well.
shapes.
No, si es penca la ulti.
I love the shit.
That's so cool.
No, no,
Really cool.
Le cambia
I
todo.
love how much everything is glowing.
Nah, prefiero la que consigo
If it's not
gratis.
glowing, it's not good. That's why I like it.
Turn it up to 11.
Well, let's have a listen to the voice pack that's going to go with this. All these skins are going to be available in the next patch. But now, here's the voice pack.
Ya apaga el stream. Va a apagar el stream.
Gank. Yahoo. You're getting a promotion. All right. I'm best. I have never seen such a bunch of lazy good for nothings. Do not test me. It won't end well for you. Kill a robot